While investigating his wife's disappearance, a millionaire finds his sister who had been missing for 35 years and discovers a devastating secret. Ricardo was a successful man, owner of one of the largest companies in the country, and married to Beatrice, a woman who everyone admired for her elegance and charisma. But everything changed when one night he arrived home and found a note on the dining table. "Don't look for me." It was from his wife. Desperate, Ricardo called the police, but weeks passed and no clues were found. Determined to discover the truth, he began his own investigation, searching every corner of the house. It was then that, when he opened a forgotten drawer in the office, he found an old photo. In the image, there was Beatrice, an unknown woman, and something that left him speechless. The unknown woman was his sister, Clara, who had been missing for 35 years. Ricardo, staring at the photo, Clara, "Is that you? But how is that possible?" Detective Gustavo, "It seems your wife knew more about your family than you thought, Mr. Ricardo." Ricardo, clenching his fist, "She lied to me. She is my sister. I'm going to find out what's going on." Ricardo hired private detectives and eventually discovered that Clara was alive and living in a secluded cabin in the countryside. He traveled there, full of hope. "Ricardo," teary-eyed Clara, "is that you?" Clara, shocked, "But trying to hide something, Ricardo? What are you doing here?" Ricardo, "I've been looking for you for years. Why have you never looked for me?" Clara, "I couldn't." Ricardo, "You don't understand. It wasn't safe." Little by little, Clara revealed that Beatrice had known about her all along. Clara had been kept secret by Beatrice as a form of control. Initially, Ricardo believed that his wife had forced Clara into isolation, but upon further investigation, he found a note hidden in Clara's bedside table that read, "Everything is going according to plan. Soon, the money will be ours." Ricardo confronted Clara. "Ricardo, are you and Beatrice in this together?" "Why?" Clara, crying, "Ricardo, I didn't want to, but Beatrice threatened me. She said that if I didn't help, something terrible would happen to me." Ricardo, "She's been deceiving me all this time. You too." Determined to find out the whole truth, Ricardo hired technology experts to access Beatrice's computer data. It was then that he found shocking evidence. Beatrice and Clara were partners in crime, involved in bank robberies and million-dollar frauds. In addition, there were records of murders related to their criminal activities. Ricardo gathered all the evidence and handed it over to the police. When Beatrice and Clara were arrested, Clara confessed everything in tears. "I never wanted to hurt you, Ricardo. I did it to survive." The two were tried and sentenced to the maximum penalty for their crimes, including murder. Ricardo attended the trial and, upon hearing the sentence, felt a mixture of relief and sadness. He had lost the woman he loved and the sister he had always sought, but he knew that justice had been served. Ricardo, no matter how dark the past, the truth always comes out. I hope you find redemption wherever you are going. In the end, Ricardo decided to walk away from it all. He sold his companies and went to live in the desert, following in the footsteps of the wise man, in search of peace and a new purpose in life. Moral of the story: the truth can be painful, but it is also liberating. Even in the darkest moments, it is possible to find light by doing what is right. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more impactful stories like this one.